Hello, this is Brian Houle. I am a solutions consultant with Beyond 20, and today I want to share with you a little trick for creating an owns style relationship between two supporting objects in Cherwell Service Management. I'm in 5.11a here. Specifically, I want to create that relationship between the specifics group object and a custom supporting object. So the specifics object is itself a supporting object. Generally in Cherwell, when you build a relationship, you're only building an owns relationship between a major object and a supporting object. The actual interface will resist you doing that with an owns relationship between, say, two supporting objects. What I want to do, though, is have this selected option table behave as though it is a child of specifics, but you see they're both supporting objects. So let's have a look at what happens. So the selected option table will contain records of, oddly enough, options selected in the specifics form. So let me show you a quick example. So what I've got here is a modified version of the new device specifics form. And what I want to have people do is select options that are drawn from a table that are valid options for a given device. So this could be form factor, it could be storage, it could be color, anything we can think of that might be an option on a device. So to do that, I've taken a page from the brilliant Mark Hilliard, who has created this list box-like style thing here. But essentially what this one step will do is let me select an option that's valid for whatever's in this field, and then it'll add it to this list box, and it's kind of like a list boxy mock-up, but really what these are reflecting are child objects or objects that are linked to this in the selected options table. So the issue, though, is if I go into this one step, I'm just clicking the button, right-clicking, going to Control Properties. There's my Add Option one step. I want to create a child business object here. And if I click Edit, the problem is, even though the relationship is set up, this doesn't work. There's nothing here. It is a links relationship currently, not an owns. And so that won't work. Now, I could elevate the specifics to a major, create the owns relationship between the specifics object and the selected option object. However, the issue there is if I have an owns relationship, what I don't get, that I do get with a linked relationship, is this reload relationship when constraints fields change checkbox. If you have an owns relationship, this is grayed out. And I really need that because what I want to have happen is when I remove one of these child business objects by deleting it, again, from this form, and I'm using this remove option, when I'll step through the children, find the business object I want, and delete it. The problem is it doesn't update the relationship. So as far as this is concerned, the relationship thinks it's gone, but if I go to validate against this table, it thinks it's there. So in other words, when I click remove, I should have a list of only those things that are still related, and without that reloads relationship checkbox, this doesn't quite work, and it's a little weird. So again, what I essentially need is a links relationship for that reload checkbox, but I also need an owns relationship for this create child business object thing to work. So I need to cheat, and luckily there is a way. So if I go back to the relationship, this links as owns selected option. This is going to be my relationship. You'll see it's a linked type, and it is a one-to-many on selected option. So the trick is I go into links, I have my constraints set up, I've got my reload relationship checked. Now the final step, and the trick here, is to go into general attributes and enter ShowAsOneStepChild, which means that this relationship will now behave as a child relationship, essentially as an owns relationship, in the one step. So let's have a look. So I'm pasting in that general attribute, clicking OK. I haven't published anything yet. And now let's go back and look at our one step. Yes, I want to apply it back to my blueprint. So now, when I look at my add button, click add option, create child business object, and I'll edit this. There it is. So now that Cherwell is now treating my link relationship with my reload checkbox option as an own. So now I can step through these selected options that have my specifics rec ID as the parent rec ID. So now it's treating selected option as a child of specifics. Both are supporting objects, and that is usually not what Cherwell does. So again, as always, with any of these little tricks, use at your own risk. Your mileage may vary, and test before you put it in a production system, always. But this is a nice little problem solver. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more Cherwell videos. Thank you.